and what we are all seeking in life. You may not know it, you may not realize it, but this example should stay with you. That's why we need to study the subject. I'm coming to that. Okay, to those who have not heard this, imagine there's a coil spring. Do you understand? A coil spring? Yes? No?
Yes.
Coil spring, okay. A coil spring, 4 feet high. There's no spring here, but just imagine there's a coil spring 4 feet high. I compress it to 1 foot. What do you think will happen to my palm when I compress a coil spring that is 4 feet high to 1 foot? What do you think happens to my palm? Anybody? There's a pressure. Urging my palm which way? Please note, urging my palm only one way, upward. That's the pressure. Now I release it to 2 feet. What happens then? What happens? There is less pressure. You've got to speak with conviction, you know. I'm not testing you. We're only we're just trying to understand each other. There's a simple example which will speak a lot to you. That's why I'm mentioning it. Okay. So at 2 feet you say there is less pressure. Less pressure. Alright. So I release it to 3 feet. There is still less pressure. Now I release it to 4 feet. What happens then? No, finally there's conviction. No pressure. Now friends, I ask you a simple question. Why is there no pressure at 4 feet? Why? Because it has reached its natural state. You understand? It's a very simple example. A coil spring 4 feet high, I compress it to 1 foot, tremendous pressure, urging my palm only one way, upward. If I release it in that direction only, then and then alone will there be less pressure. If I push it the other direction, there will be more pressure. So I release it to 2 feet, less pressure. 3 feet, still less pressure. At 4 feet, no pressure. Why? Because it has reached its original state. Simple example. Now friends, please understand what is happening to the average human across the globe. Everybody has some sort of pressure. Something, more or less. Regularly or always. Everybody goes through pressures. And we've got our fingers ready to point out to the world and say, this is why I am pressurized. It could be domestic pressures, it could be official pressures, it could be financial pressures, it could be health pressures, it could be a zillion reasons why one would feel pressurized. But no one suspects, I am pressurized because I am not in my natural state. Nobody thinks in that manner because we don't know. We don't understand this. That's why you need a scripture to tell you, look, you're not what you believe yourself to be today. This limited individual, this name, this form, this position, this status, this family. You're way beyond all that. But nobody suspects.